guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna talk about Venom. So Venom is a pretty, like, some people still don't use him. I think he's a good chap. Like, he lacked immunity, but still they can buff some like Sinister Six so that he can get some good synergies, or they can try launching some new symbiotes like Null and Anti-Venom so that he can get more synergies. But recently he got a Mr. Negative synergy. Like, if he gets more synergies, he can be a good champ in the future. So today I'm going to talk about some of his ability breakdown. Then I'm going to talk about what ideas and what things can improve him in the future, and then gameplay. So first thing, unduped or duped. So, like, if you're trying to follow a particular rotation of Venom, then unduped will be fine. But if you like don't care about rotations, like you just want to gain maximum of one kind of buffs, so like either friendly or either defensive, so dupe will work anyway. So but basically his dupe abilities grant Venom an additional genetic memory buff at the start of the fight, as well as there's a 43% chance to gain a third buff to start out the fight. So it's pretty normal. And Venom's genetic buffs also gain 8.23 potency, so percent potency. So this is good. If he gets more seeds, he might increase the level of both, like gaining 3 buffs and then potency. So now genetic memory. So Venom has a Clinter mutation buff, basically that refreshes itself every 9 seconds. When this effect activates, a random genetic memory buff is gained. So the genetic buffs are physical resistance, which is 361.76, increased physical resistance, and armor up 227.78, increased armor rating, the cruelty 333.72, increased physical hit damage, precision 512.5, increased physical rating, and then fury 270.75, increased attack rating. So it's pretty obvious. But if Venom gets incinerated, he'll lose all his mutation buffs. Maximum genetic buff 7. So Splinter buff, mutation buff, is a pretty good buff, pretty like useful buff for Venom. So he gains plus 270.75 attack at rank 4. And he gains additional effects like hero champs, plus 15% bleed ability accuracy, Spider-Verse heroes, the best part. All attacks ignore passive evade effect, so it's not permanent, like it's temporary. If Clinter buff is removed, then Spider-Verse heroes are all free to evade. Tech champions, same, power burn and power drain immunity, that's nice. But still, Splinter, you just don't want to use him against a Mystic Nullify champ, because then the Splinter mutation buff might get nullified, and then you can't do anything about that. Especially if there's a buff in Odin Spider-Verse heroes, then Spider-Verse heroes are just gonna irritate you all the time. So heavy attacks. So a heavy strike inflicts armor break, reducing the opponent's armor rating by 683.33 for 11 seconds. Landing this attack also causes Venom to randomize his most recent genetic memory buffs. Now, and that is what you have to look for. Like if you're following a rotation, which I'm gonna showcase against a fight in our Winter Soldiers, so you can get a particular rotation like all frenzy buffs and all. So critical hits lacerate the opponents with a 8% chance inflicting bleed for 1353.75 bleed damage over 4.50 seconds. So Venom's Bloodlust grants him True Strike and unblockable special attacks below 18%. So it's also good because he can be a good counter to like Mr. Fantastic below 18% and all those champs like Modok, or you can even say IMIW. He can be from starting. So it's pretty good. Special 1. Each strike has a 55% chance to steal a buff and feed it to the symbiote, nullifying the buff, triggering a genetic memory buff. That's good. You can gain more genetic memory buffs against champs who trigger a lot of buffs. Special attack 2. Venom is unleashed, converting all genetic memory buffs into fury buff, each increasing attack by 397.1 for 12 seconds. And SP3, not that special, an ambush attack grants Venom 5% damage during this attack for each buff Venom has. So these were the abilities. Some notable synergies for him can be Arachnid Hunters, because Venom gains +1 max genetic memory buff, so Vulture is buffed. You can take Vulture for the team, otherwise Green Goblin might work. And there are some more synergies also, like Darkhawk synergies we talked about, because it grants you 30% power rate against villains and 10% critical rating against heroes. So it's pretty good, it's pretty useful. You can also take Symbiote Supreme synergy, which increases the bleed potency of all the symbiotes, increases the duration of all bleed effects by 20%. So yes, it can be useful. And another synergy can be Carnage synergy, that grants him 1+1 maximum genetic memory buff. And non-collection. So Mr. Negative, if we look at Mr. Negative, he also has a synergy with Venom that whenever a genetic memory buff is gained, Venom has a 20% chance to trigger a regeneration buff, healing 10% of missing health on 9 seconds. So you know what that means. So it has a 3 sides 20%. So as a 5-star also it's the same, so no change in it. So that was all about Venom and how can you improve your Venom. So this is pretty good. So they can be particular rotations of Venom, like if you have an unused Venom, then you can go for a particular rotation like all furies, all precision, all cruelties. Can happen if you perform the rotation really well. And you can also go for frenzy rotation plus, but no one might never go for a defensive rotation, honestly, so not sure. But if you're looking for an aggressive start, so you can go for the dupe ability. Otherwise Venom doesn't really require dupe. So that was all about Venom's abilities and what can improve him. So now let's test him against the ROL Winter Soldier. You can say punching bag. So we're gonna test him out against Winter Soldier. So let me see. So, like I have taken Vulture Synergy, Symbiote Supreme Synergy, and I've taken Darkhawk Synergy and Carnage Synergy. So let's try it. So I'm starting the fight right now, and let's see what buffs we gain. Just starting. We gain Fury and Cruelty. So nice aggressive start. So As you can see, I straight away went for damaging and is already taken down. Now, that's where I parry and I changed my debuff and I got the fury buff. So look, that can happen. So frenzy buff rotation is the simplest, but you need to be aware that you launch a heavy before timer ends. So till now we're going good. Armor buff not again required, so heavy, and we gain 3 fury buffs, now 4. Wow. This is giving me flashbacks for, I guess, Gamora and Black Bolt, because they can gain abilities, and I just messed up a little bit here. But I gain an armor up buff. So, okay, I can manage with the armor up buff. Because already I've gained most aggressive buffs and I've got a precision now. So, this is good. Like, I started well, and then hopefully we'll end well. So this is not a whole ROI run, Realm of Legends run. So it would be good, it would manage if I just do one fight, like Winter Soldier fight, and till now Venom is doing good. Huge damage, just don't get incinerated and you're fine. So let's manage it. So I won't change my buffs now because I don't need to change the buffs, just need to be a little aggressive now. See, I don't take much damage from SP2 and that's very good, and the bleed damage is pretty, to be honest, it's pretty wow. So just look at that. We're using the aggressive rotation here, frenzy rotation, you can say. And till now we are managing great. We're going great. Another 3 and health bar going down pretty quick. And hit. So it's just a showcase of abilities, right? And it wouldn't matter about how much health I lose or how much I heal, because it's just a showcase, right? And I'm not doing it. Realm of Legends run. So come on, oops, I messed up, but doesn't matter, it's almost kind of a fight, yeah, and I think that's it. Oops. That's just funny to look. I really messed up here, so like, if you might have noticed, Winter Soldier gained a full buff recently and I didn't see it. Wow, I lost a great opportunity to heal myself and I just lost it. But no problem, this is showcase, right? As I said, won't matter about how much I lose. So, Devil doesn't about to get this right now. 5%, 4%. Okay. Let's finish this guy. So So with these, and there we go. So hope you enjoyed the fight. It just took me 245 hits, and it was a pretty good fight, like just better than I expected. So thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, so do share with your like so that it can be helpful, and start using Venom again if you can. If you love Venom, then you should use them like in daily quiz. He can be pretty helpful many times. Just like immunities, which can be given back to him, but he can get immunities to synergies. So Kabam should add more synergies for Venom. I won't say only Venom, there are some champs who are still pretty meh. Like I recently pulled a 6-star. I just don't want to spoil anything for my crystal opening videos. I won't spoil anything right now, but I didn't pull a great 6-star. So anyway, that doesn't matter for this video, and thanks for watching. Stay safe. Bye bye.